Good. I'm very glad to be here, by the way, because this is what I preach about all the time. So we're going to start off with how to tell you have a DR. So that diastasis recti is what makes you get that mommy pouch. So when you lean out, you know, you're working out, you lose the baby weight, but then by the time you lean out everywhere else, the mommy pouch won't go, it won't budge. So it's most times there's a DR, a diastasis recti, that we talked about last time. Today we're going to talk about how to check for it and know how wide it is. Okay, let's get into that. The first positioning is you're going to lie on your back. Okay, be comfortable, get comfortable. Let's fold our knees, tuck those knees in. Okay, so now normally when you're lying down like this, your hips are tilted downward like this, so there's space under your back. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You can feel that space? Yeah. So I want you guys, do not tilt your butts, tilt the pelvis, the hips, tilt the pelvis downward like this, tilt it upward like this. Are you feeling that? Is it tilted? There shouldn't be any space between your back, meaning your spine should be flat, very flat on the mat. Okay. Now you're going to curve your chest and then look at your knees. Come up, look at your knees. Are you looking there? Almost. Don't strain your neck, guys. Just curve at the chest. Take the entire neck and the chest in one line. So you're going to put your hand on your tummy. That line that forms when you're pregnant, that dark line, the linea alba, is what you're going to check on. So you start checking all the way up here, above the navel, towards the navel, and downwards under the navel. Okay? So you keep pressing your finger, just one finger, keep pressing it along that line. When you have a DR, okay, it feels like there's a hole down there. So you measure that hole using these fingers. It can be 1 finger wide, 2 fingers wide, 3 fingers wide, or 4 fingers wide or more. So every pregnant woman that has carried a child to term, your DR is 2 fingers or less, which is normal. It's normal. We have it because you have to separate, these muscles separate. But something to worry about is if it's 3 fingers and above. You can feel when your 3 fingers are feeling that hole. Now, when you don't have a DR, when you palpate or feel for that in that line, what you feel is like rubber. You're touching muscle. It's hard and firm. Yeah. But when you have a hole, it feels like a hole, like your finger is sinking in.
Is that above the level?
So does anyone
everywhere.
feel a hole?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like one finger.
How's that possible? Do you feel rubber?
Yes. You feel like
muscle.
firm muscle.
Yeah.
Very good. So if it's like you start from, because now that types of diastasis, above the navel, okay, below the navel, and then completely open when it's above and both above and below. That's why it's important that you start from up here, look up, put some pressure on your tummy when you look up, and then start palpating, pressing along that line. So it's better done when you're naked, but right now we have to use what we have. So yeah, keep pressing.
Do we have to?
You wouldn't do this naked. Like, no.
No, I meant like when your abdomen is exposed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
And when you can't feel anything, it's better you see a specialist. So, can I come up?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a very important point to all women out there. Before you start training, after pregnancy, always go to the doctor and ask, do I have a DR or are my muscles firm? Because they'll also forget sometimes because there's a lot. Immunization, back pain, other things, nipples are sore. So always ask, then for C-section mothers, they always ask, is my wound healing? So beyond that, ask, are my muscles in there firm? Am I good to go and do, more exercises? So what happens when you have a DR and you didn't check for it, or you've had like multiple kids that you didn't check, and then you start doing these things?
It widens.
Okay, it becomes wider because there's so much impact onto your abdomen. So this is not for women that have a DR, it's for every woman who has given birth. Before you start doing sit-ups, learn how to control your core muscles, which we're going to do today. Okay. You learn how to control your core muscles before pregnancy, during pregnancy, and after pregnancy. These exercises apply. Okay. So let's go and learn how to control our cores. This is the easiest position. We're going to start while seated. So we finished the check.
Yeah.
Now that you know how to check, you can tell whether you have a gap or not. Okay. Now, breastfeeding. This is like, so when you're, I don't know, can I ask, when you've just given birth, how does it feel down here?
Empty.
Empty. Yes, you can't space. It feels like your core muscles are basically noodles or like
Don't remember.
spaghetti.
Tim, don't remember.
It feels like space, and then you have to learn how to control, like learn how to feel those muscles again before you put any pressure on them. So it starts with your breastfeeding posture. If you could get a pillow in the back, a pillow under the child, to avoid this. The slouching we do to get the nipple to the baby is the first issue, the first pressure we put on our abdomens before we know it. So if you get some support behind you, a breastfeeding pillow or any other clean pillow, put it under the baby so that the baby is next to your nipple without any slouching. So you're just starting, like this is your first posture.
Baby comes to breast.
Baby doesn't go to the baby. Good. Next thing, learn how to pull these muscles towards your spine. The lower ones, the ones next to your groin area, like we said last time. Pull them in right now towards this. So by the time you're pulling them in, it can't afford you the slouching position. It forces you to go up. It's just sort of up. Yeah, this is a good thing. So you start doing, you can even combine this with Kegels. So you start pulling them in and doing your Kegels too as you breastfeed. Now, I'm going to be, okay. So there's two ways I'm going to go about that. There are women I check and they have a DR. So that is so wide. Compare those women to someone with a sprain or an injury. Those I would advise with a towel to tie so that the core really learns to hold itself up. Then after some time, we take it off. Do you understand? Like we rehabilitate them, then after some time the core can carry itself. We let the towel go or the waist trainer. Now, there are those who tie to reduce the uterus. Since a long time ago, we just tie sort of that the uterus can go back to its normal size. That is, there's no scientific evidence for that, but it seems to have worked for our moms. Not to do the DR, but just to reduce the uterus size to normal. Because the uterus is the size of your fist. Now imagine it has expanded to a child. So it goes back slowly, and that tying helps go back that normal. After a few months, we get it off slowly, and then the core can hold itself up on its own. Yes. So this is your first exercise. You're just seated breastfeeding, but you're working. Down there, your core muscles are working. So last week we talked about that transverse muscle that binds everything. So it binds all the way from here to your back. Then, we have to remember it's also supporting your spine. So these things like backache and like feeling discomfort when you're just waking up, but you're feeling like there's an ache all the way from up here to down here as a breastfeeding mom. Usually it's because of like lack of support on your back. So when you train this muscle, the backache eases as you eventually, because your support system is getting stronger and stronger. So it's very important. It's not about losing. It's about also supporting your body and getting rid of those aches as a pregnant woman. Now, next exercise, you put your child down. Maybe they're sleeping. We're going back to our backs. Yes.
Child sleeping. Rachel,
Yeah.
you put your child down.
Okay, so we're going to tilt our hips upward, like we said, engage that core. For women right now who have given birth, you can't feel anything sometimes. So let's pull those muscles. You're going to get a clock or a stopwatch. Time yourself. The longer you can hold those muscles while they're pulled in, the stronger your core gets. So let's pull those muscles in towards our spine. Pull. I want you guys, because you guys are experienced working out people, I want you guys.
All of us.
Okay.
Only Pumla.
Okay, yeah.
Even
So for
this one,
Pumla,
they school me.
yes. So for you guys, I want you guys to pull your muscles so hard that you feel a strain around your groin area.
How come I feel mine in
Your groin.
Okay.
So I want you guys to feel pain around here.
Okay, now I'm feeling it here.
Here, like that
Oh,
V.
yes, and now
the
I feel
V.
it. Oh,
What
wow.
that V
I got
muscle?
it.
You get it? Pull those in. Pull them in so hard, Pumla, because you're okay. I get.
Yeah, no, now I feel it. I wasn't
Pull them
before.
in. Keep pulling them in. Yes. No, pull. Keep pulling until you feel something,
Oh, but I'm feeling also in my back.
which is
What
fine.
does that mean?
It's okay. So you start with 5 seconds, 10,
That's
15,
painful, tough.
30. Keep going. Keep going. It's an
So what does
exercise.
it mean if you feel the pain in your back?
In your back?
Yeah.
Most
Manuela
times-
says she feels it in her back.
It does happen when you, like, it's a new experience.
Okay.
It does happen.
Oh, now
Yeah.
it's disappeared.
But
Actually, the
tilt-
pain in the back has disappeared.
Oh, it has, oh, that's good, because it happens the first time you do it and you're very conscious of what you're doing. So pull them in. The best thing to do is to do a minute and above. So basically this is like a plank.
Like a plank.
Yeah. So pull them in. It's hard.
It
If you're
feels
doing
great,
it right, it's hard, yeah. Okay, that's one thing to do. Next thing to do right now is you're going to lift your hips up in a bridge pose, London bridge pose, or like a hip thrust pose. So let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, now pull your muscles in and
Oh my word.
squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your
Oh my
glutes.
word.
Pull
Oh,
those muscles in.
Oh my god.
Oh, the glutes are your butt muscles. So squeeze them upward as you pull these ones inward. Pull them in. Hold that for as long as you can. Pull them in. Pull them in. To make it easier, you can hold a pillow between your knees to stabilize it. But please pull those in, and then the longer you do it, the better. Are your glutes squeezed?
Yeah.
Keep those glutes squeezed. Keep those muscles in. Are you feeling a strain? Yes,
Yeah,
the butt muscles.
the butt.
So, okay, pull those in. Very good. Very good. By the way, this is how you should do a London bridge or a bridge pose. Everyone out there, whether you have your mum or not.
Wow.
Good, and then back down. This also helps to relieve back pain too. Yeah. Okay, now we finish this. We go to the next. Sideways. Side? Oh, okay. Sideways.
Okay.
Now, we are lying on our side, comfortably. You can do this in bed, by the way, as you're breastfeeding your child, because this is a position for breastfeeding too. So you can pull, let's pull those muscles, tilt your hips, and then pull those muscles in. Pull them in, hold them in.
Which muscles are we pulling in again?
Well, that's the growing ones.
Oh, we're still same
the
ones.
same one.
Okay.
So it seems easy because you're lying on your side, but it's actually hard. Because normally the tummy sort of lies down and rolls.
I
Pull
feel
them in. Flops, yeah. So please pull them in. Are you feeling a strain around your groin area? Keep that in. The longer you do it, if you have a watch, you can look at your watch. The longer you hold it in, the better. Your core muscles are working. Pull that in, pull that in. Very good. So you do both sides same time, okay? Now, the idea of the core working more and more is that you remove a support system each time you do something. So right now you're lying on the ground. Next time you're going to do this. So it's more work for the core to do, essentially. You get that?
Okay.
Oh yes, I feel it.
So now it's more work for the core to do because you remove the support of the lying down. Now pull them in again. Pull them in. Get your shoulder above your elbow. Don't go like this. Let's be in a proper plank.
Okay.
Get your shoulder. Pull them in. Pull them in. You keep graduating, that's the point. Then we graduate to this. Gravity is against you.
Yeah, of
Eh?
course.
It's pulling your muscles
Gravity's been
downward
against
because
us
you
since
know.
we had children, baby.
Yeah. So what happens is it's the most work you have to do because you're working against gravity. It's basically resistance training. Okay? So now, okay, tilt your hips. Are they tilted?
Yeah.
And now pull those muscles in. I want you to feel strain in your groin area. If you're not feeling it, you're not doing it.
Yeah.
Pull them in that hard.
Without arching the back, right?
You don't have to arch it so much. Just tilt your hips and pull those in. Pull those muscles in. And you have to notice when you pull them in, even the upper part goes too. So pull those muscles in, let it work. Okay, now let's add more work to that.
Okay.
You're making it a plank, a harder plank. Pull them in, pull them in. So as a mom, this is a plank you should be doing before you do these ones. Eh? Okay. You should be learning how to control your core muscles before you do a very hard thing. Pull them in, very good, very good. Okay, so you do that every day for 3 months. It's amazing.
Every day for
by
3
the time
months.
by the time you work out and the fat goes, the fat meets. I mean, you meet your muscles when they are
With ups.
yes. That's the whole point. Training. This is a bit now going off topic, but let me just say this: training is more holistic. You can't be just fat loss, muscle. It has to be all of them. So you're training your muscles. You're also doing cardio for your fat loss. So together, you get the best. So there are more exercises than this for like really, really hardcore patients, but this is the start. Yeah, because the rest.
I have 6-pack already.
So let's try one last one, like on your box, tilt your hips, pull those muscles in.
So the trick is keep
Those muscles, yeah.
Ah.
Are they in? Are they in? Pulling them really hard. Let's do a leg lift with those muscles
Pulling
pulled
them
in.
really hard.
Wow.
So bring the leg up and then bring the knee in. Keep pulling those muscles.
Ah.
And
I love this.
good. Let's do 10. There's a 5. 5 more. Okay. 6. Are those muscles in? I don't want
Yes.
space. I want a flat back. 7.
Yes.
2 more.
Yes.
8.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
9. Last one. And 10. This is how you should do every exercise. As a woman, even men by the way, you should be engaging your core before you do anything. So let's do our hardest one. Both legs.
Wow. Okay.
So you know when you're doing both legs, you go like this.
Yes.
Force it. Force it. Let's go. Look up. To make it easier, look up. Curve your chest. Look up. Look up. Let's go. In. Down. And bring those knees in. 1. Keep those muscles in. In.
Yeah.
2.
Whoa.
Nakawere, how are you doing?
I'll get it there.
3. Let's do 5. Keep those muscles in. 4. Last one. And 5. Very good.
Oh wow,
Good.
great.
Good.
Those have been the most effective legs.
That's how you do everything.
Wow.
So when you're doing sit-ups, first engage your core, then do sit-ups.
And so the engaging of the core is
The foundation. Tilting your hips and then pulling the muscles.
Actually now you're going to see me because that's not what I was doing. So now imagine. Hey.
So this is just one last trick I usually tell moms. Your core is in the middle of your body. So when you do work with your arms or your chest, your core is working. When you do movements with your legs, your core is also working because it's stuck in the middle. So the more it's engaged, the more workouts you're doing the whole day. Whether you're lifting your child, whether you're lifting a saucepan, whether you're seated, your
Yes.
core is working.
Yes.
So imagine, oh my God, imagine cleaning your house with this engaged.
I know.
You're doing a workout the entire day. So when you lift, can I stand up?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So when you're lifting a child, it would be better to do, rather than bend at the waist like this, rather to engage your core, bend at the hips, pick up a child. It's a workout on its own. Pick up a child. So, and then when you're lifting a child, rather than do this, oh, you can, please, let's do that.
Let's lift up.
So even you guys at home, you can just do this right now wherever you're standing on your carpet. Just stand up from your couch and so let's engage these muscles right now. We're going to pull all these muscles towards the spine. Pull them in, pull them in. Are they in?
Yes.
Very good. Now let's practice how you carry up a child. So this should be your normal posture all day, guys. Don't, we take pictures and you're like this. Don't let those muscles go. Like, tuck them in. Don't suck in your tummy. Your upper, these ones all the way down here and then in. Okay. You'll see a difference. Actually, you go in the mirror and look at yourself. This should be your new normal. Okay. So this is something you can do all day. Keep your core working, and you'll be so. The rewards will show for themselves. It will really show.
So Atamba, if somebody wants to work one-on-one with you, they really liked this workout routine, how do they get in touch?
A consultation number, WhatsApp 0783 55 48 11, and YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of them. ALT Lifestyle, Health and Fitness. See you there.
Yes.
So there we've had it. For all the ladies who've just had babies, going to have babies, had babies years ago. Let's work on that core, and whilst you're done working with the core, go to www.prudential.ug to sign up for that account. Until next time, with love from Bum Club.